Hill Kelly is a proud sponsor of Prep Spotlight.
Choctaw has become one of the most consistent programs in the area. On paper, it seems like a rebuilding job this season for the Big Green Indians, but we've learned not to underestimate a Greg Thomas coach team. When Greg Thomas arrived at Choctaw in 2008, he immediately elevated the program, and the success just keeps coming. The Indians have reached the playoffs in 5 of the last 6 years, going to at least the state quarterfinals in 3 of the last 4. Thomas's formula is obviously working.
We're not always blessed with the most talent, but you know, at this level, if you get a group of kids playing together and playing hard, you can be successful, and you know that it's paid off.
The Big Green Indian surge reached new heights last season, coming within 4 points of a trip to the state championship game. It's a run not many outside the program saw coming. As usual with Choctaw, the sum greater than the parts.
It's just that so much chemistry we had. It's like the bond we had. Everybody loved each other. Anything needed was there for each other.
It was just a great group of kids. I mean, they stuck together for 4 years and worked hard and went through some ups and downs, but you know, we stuck with it. That was what was so special about that group.
Some stark realities facing Thomas this season: 16 starters to replace. The most glaring concern up front, lots of youth on both sides of the line, and it's showing.
It's very frustrating, to be honest with you, because we got to sit back as coaches sometimes and realize that we are very young, but you know, we're going to have to start getting better on both sides of the interior.
Quarterback was also supposed to be a big question mark with the graduation of Quint Gornto and no clear heir apparent. That changed with the transfer of Jake Fairley. A homeschool student, Fairley started for crosstown rival Fort Walton Beach last season, but decided on a move to Choctaw for his senior year.
I really liked what Coach Thomas was doing with the team, and I really thought it was a better fit for me. I mean, nothing against Fort Walton, just I thought it was a better fit. You know, they're heading in the right direction. We
were lucky and fortunate to get Jake. He's done a great job. He can really throw it. He has a great arm, and he understands the game and coverages. That's a very smart football player, and he runs well enough that we can utilize that a little bit.
The top returners from last year's team, a pair of versatile playmakers, Chris Pickett and Richie Grant, both first and foremost defensive backs, Pickett at safety, Grant at corner, but they're also big contributors on offense and special teams, each owning Division I college offers, spurring the other on along the way.
Feed off each other since last year. And that's how it's always been. I get a pick, he was going to try to get a pick. Just anything.
Great leaders, and they practice hard every day, and they lead by example, and that's what you're looking for from your seniors.
Grant is out for a couple of weeks with a sprained knee, but is expected back before district play starts, although that may slow progress on a defense trying to match last year's opportunistic group.
It's definitely a work in progress. Got to get everybody in their right positions. Just everybody getting, it's a whole new team basically. We only had like 3 returning starters for our defense, so everybody's new to it. So just learning the system, we'll get it together.
The Indians' mettle put to the test in week 2. Down 21-6 at the half at Pine Forest, they battled back to tie late in the 4th quarter. And then Pickett, coming up with a clutch interception, set up Jose Mendoza's 36-yard game-winning field goal on the final play. Choctaw showing a fortitude that's become pretty common in the last few years.
We went in the locker room, everybody started yelling, talking like we're about to make a comeback, and everybody just got that in their head and went back out there and started working.
They know how to win, no doubt about that, but the tough part of the schedule, and they always play a very tough schedule, is coming up down the pipe here. We'll see what they can do, but as we've learned, do not count Choctaw out, ever.
Never count them out.
No.
Choctaw hosting Rickards in a top 5 matchup. Highlights of that one are on the way.